Bridgerton might dominate headlines, but when it comes to sexy period dramas, there are way better options, and they're not afraid to get messy. Times were much different back in 1763 London. Women didn't have many options for advancement. They could either marry a wealthy man or become a sex worker. Hulu's Harlots explores the latter option, following savvy Madame Margaret Wells and her rival Lydia Quigley as they compete to have the most sought-after brothel in London. Due to the subject matter, Harlots features plenty of sex, but refreshingly, it's always seen through the woman's perspective rather than the male gaze. Hulu's The Great is a witty, genre-bending journey through the life of Catherine the Great, played with delicious charm by Elle Fanning. The show chronicles her marriage with Emperor Peter III, Nicholas Holt, an unconventional relationship driven by ambition. Catherine and Peter's physical acts go only so far as to attempt to produce an heir. But, as it is widely known, Empress Catherine had quite the sexual appetite, causing them both to pursue separate loves with other people. Show creator Tony McNamara, who also penned The Favorite, weaves humor and satire into the great sexual scenes. The Tudors stars Jonathan Rhys-Meyers as King Henry VIII, following his reign and 6 tumultuous marriages. Over the course of its 4 seasons on Showtime, the historical drama racked up quite a few steamy sex scenes. People were much more sexually gregarious in the 15th century than they are today, said Rhys-Meyers in a 2009 interview with Parade. Sex was what you did when the sun went down, and when you factor in 6 different queens, it seems King Henry had quite a bit of it. Unlike the other series on this list, BBC's Peaky Blinders doesn't take place in the 17th or 18th century. Finally, we've arrived in the 20th century, 1919 to be exact. The story follows an Irish traveler gangster family residing in Birmingham, England, several months after World War I. The brunt of Peaky Blinders' sexy scenes fall onto the shoulders of Cillian Murphy, who plays Tommy Shelby, ringleader of the Peaky Blinders gang. This Starz series takes place where the White Queen and the White Princess left off. Charlotte Hope plays Catherine of Aragon, while Ruairi O'Connor is King Henry VIII. The Spanish princess is completely melodramatic, but also offers a sensuality that draws you in. Catherine and Harry's chemistry is smoldering, and their love scenes are crackling with fiery intensity. Reign takes the history of Mary, Queen of Scots, and twists it into CW-level drama. If you don't care about accuracy and want a historical drama that's basically Gossip Girl in period costumes, this is the show for you. There's plenty of sexy action to be found, and one of the characters even discovers a sex diary chock full of gossip about the love lives of everyone in the French court. Reign is definitely a guilty pleasure, as long as you remember that it is in no way a realistic portrayal of European history. From the makers of Downton Abbey comes a series set way back in 1619, as the first English settlers as they attempt to create a community in the New World. 12 years after the men established the colony, they are joined by the English women who are betrothed to them. Obviously, populating the territory is on everyone's minds, but it's not as simple as that. There are multiple love triangles and taboo romances. Starring Haley Steinfeld as Emily Dickinson, this Apple TV Plus show is a whimsical comedy drama with a titillating edge. While it takes place during Dickinson's era, the show adopts a more modern sensibility. The show explores sexuality in a unique way, as exhibited by Dickinson's intimate scene with Sue early in Season 1. Season 2 takes on the tone of a sexy, psychological thriller, while still managing to be quite a bit of fun. Poldark is an adaptation of Winston Graham's novels of the same name. The historical drama ran on BBC One for 5 seasons, starring Aidan Turner in the titular role. The setting is 1781 in Cornwall, during the years following the American Revolution. There's not a whole lot of on-screen lovemaking, as quite a bit is left to the imagination. Poldark leans into its romance novel-like atmosphere, and much of this show's sexiness comes from Turner as Captain Ross Poldark. Outlander is based on Diana Gabaldon's novel series of the same name. The premise follows Claire, a married former World War II nurse, who finds herself transported back to 1743 Scotland. She soon finds herself involved with Highland warrior Jamie Fraser. Claire and Jamie have heaps of sensual scenes, solidifying them as one of the most swoon-worthy couples in historical drama history.